Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here, and well, climate change scientists just may accidentally send the world into a famine. No joke. Check out this report from www.naturalnews.com from Mike Adams titled, Climate Change Scientists Launch Geoengineering Experiment That May Accidentally Cause Global Famine. Now, the report goes on to detail that these mad scientists from Harvard had been given the green light to pursue a geoengineering experiment that will expel aerosols into the atmosphere to block out the sun in a deranged effort to halt the so-called lie, scam, falsified information of global warming. Now, the report further details that if a volcano happened to blow at the same time, which I doubt it will, but if it did, the massive amount of particulate matter ejected into the atmosphere by the eruption would cause global dimming because the particles in the chemtrails mixed with the particles of the volcanic. And as a result, according to that study, the aerosol sun blocking effort could lead to a global food crop failure and famine. Talk about mass starvation. Here's the thing, that's not the only report talking about geoengineering and chemtrailing our skies and the repercussions that it can have. There's multiple others, but let me show you something else. Something that says if they continue to seed our skies, if they continue to throw aluminum, barium, and strontium from the heavenlies, taking jet streams and putting those things in the skies, if they continue to do that, well, that can cause food shortage. But don't take my word for it. Check out this video clip from the United Nations webcast. Now, it's a few years old, quite a bit old, but it holds some very valuable information and you may not seen it. But the gal in the UN webcast is Rosalind Peterson, and she's the president of the Agriculture Defense Coalition, or she was at the time. But take a listen to what she has to say about geoengineering and what they're doing to our skies.
And so what happens is that many times we're talking about artificially putting chemicals like sulfur or particulates into the atmosphere in what they call geoengineering schemes to reduce and help the planet, supposedly, but help the planet to not go through such a tremendous global climate change and to mitigate global warming. However, the incidence of putting chemicals into our atmosphere is going to change and impact agricultural crop production. And if you take and you put up into our skies chemicals to reduce the amount of sunlight reaching the earth, you are going to begin to reduce crop production. Studies at the University of Illinois on corn crop production show reductions.
There you have it. Not my words, but straight from a United Nations webcast. She says that if they continue to spray our skies, we could be looking at famine because the particles that they're dropping might stop photosynthesis. Now, that's a little later on in the clip that she talks more about that, and maybe that's where all the bees are going. Have you guys heard about the bee epidemic where a lot of bees are dying off and they're, just mysteriously? Well, I don't think it's so mysterious when Rosalinda Peterson talks about it at the UN and tells us that's exactly what's happening to the bees, and then today, that's exactly what we see. Interesting. Here's the thing. They have been spraying this crap in our skies for quite some time. You see it and I see it. We've seen it on multiple occasions. Check out this quick footage of a monstrous Boeing 787 spraying some of this junk in our sky. Here's the thing, they care not about you and I and the repercussions that it has on us. They want to continue to push this false narrative of global cooling, global warming, climate change, whatever pretty name they want to deem it in the future. I'm sure it will change again, but they want to follow that narrative and follow that false narrative, all in the name of depopulating humanity, if you will. And they want to continue to push it and do it more. And now they're starting to get more public with it. I want to show you a few news reports just from this past week alone. The first one on the screen here is from www.enenews.com titled, Should We Change Earth to Halt Warming? Scientists say maybe. Now, that report goes on to detail that they should put aerosols and strontium, beryllium, and the like in our skies. Here's another one. That's not the only one. The neweconomy.com also just posted this past week. Geoengineering is an essential, they say, bridge to true sustainability. Here's another, the newscientist.com. Now, this is the worst of the three, but this one says the ethic issue, should we geoengineer or chemtrail the planet? We only have one Earth. How far should we go in our attempts to save it from ourselves? In other words, let's put planet Earth and this false lie of global warming in front of humankind. Look, it's a lie. Now, this report goes on to detail some stuff that I want to share with you, but it suggests that if we don't get our greenhouse gas emissions in line and get them to zero by 2070, well, we're all in deep trouble. It further goes on to suggest a few ways in which they can save the planet. Number one being they can suck carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. First off, there is no proven study saying that just because we breathe, it kills the planet. We breathe in, we breathe out, and carbon dioxide is very much a part of that. God created the planet that way. Our breath, what we breathe in and what we breathe out, is good for the planet, beneficial, and they want to suck it out of the skies. Number two, obviously, is your chemtrail option, geoengineering option, deploying a stratospheric parasol that would bounce the sun's warming rays back into outer space. Yeah. Good luck there. Gosh. These people are just upsetting. Here's the thing. That's a complete admission to chemtrails, geoengineering, and the like. And for anyone who wants to say that it's a big fat conspiracy theory, well, they're lying. They are not telling the truth. There is documented facts, and now we even have scientists going public with the information saying, should we geoengineer? Should we chemtrail the planet? Meantime, they're already doing it. You see, it's already in the skies and they're already doing it right now. Yet we have reports this week suggesting that they should do it. It just means, what that means is they're planning on going more public with it. The conspiracy side of it, well, they can't label that anymore because people are starting to look up, so they're losing ground there. In addition to that, I want to encourage you guys, look, I have countless numbers of blood samples of uranium, strontium, barium, these kinds of things that are found in people's blood, and what repercussions, and I have rain samples and water samples from all across California and Arizona here, given to me by my good friend Corey. Love you out there, Corey, if you're listening. But that's what it's really doing. It's sterilizing people, so if you've noticed lately, there's more and more people who can't reproduce. Well, that could be due to some of what's in our water, what's coming down in our skies. Ever wonder why things like Alzheimer's and dementia are skyrocketing and at an all-time high? Ever wonder why cancer is so huge? Partially due to what they're spraying in our skies. And look, they can't hide it any longer. You know that, and I know that. And look, my job is to tell you stuff as it comes up. Please make sure you are detoxing yourself. And I say that not as a sales pitch, but I say that because I've seen the blood work. I've seen what heavy metals and things can do in your body. This stuff, why I support it, getthetea.com, life-changing. It will detox your body and get rid of some of those chemicals that are falling on our skies. And look, now they're starting to admit it and say, and pretend like it's not already happening, but now they're starting to admit it and say, let's do it, without even studying the effects on humanity. Now, why won't they study the effects on humanity? They won't. Number one, because they want depopulation. Number two, because Earth and Earth worship, Mother Nature worship, call it that, is more important. And Earth ain't dying, folks. I'm sure it's on God's time clock, and when God says it's going to go, then it'll go. But it's not going to be due to any global warming sham lie. That's all a money ploy to get money transferred in certain people's pockets. Anyhow, wanted to bring you the latest on that. If you want that detox tea, go to getthetea.com. Let them know you heard it on my channel. Also, make sure you have solar power. And when you do get it, don't go through a company that just puts it on your house and is linked to the power grid, right? Make sure there's a battery backup, some kind of backup system with it. Solark, SOLARK.US. It's portable solar is the name of the company, but Solark, SOLARK.US, has some amazing products that I back, that I use. You're going to want to check that out for your solar needs, and he'll give you a free consultation. Anyhow, wanted to bring you the latest on all of that. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.